In this series, I'll be talking with artists from around the world to understand what they're working on, what inspires them, and what keeps their world spinning. And what better place to get to know someone than in the car. So thanks for tuning in, and come with me for the ride.
Now you talking my language. 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 Now you talking my language.
So for everybody that's watching, you want to just give them a little rundown, who you are, where you're from, and what you do?
No doubt. Yep to the yep. It's like, nah, you already know what time it is. It's your girl P.O.C.
Yep.
I'm the host and founder of Revive Radio. Revive Radio is an internet radio show based in the city of Philadelphia. We've been broadcasting live 365, 24/7, AM to the PM for the past 4 years. ReviveIsAlive.com is the place where you can find us, check us out. You can follow us, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, at Revive_POC, YouTube as well. We got a newsletter out. That's the best way to keep up with everything that we do. If you go directly to ReviveIsAlive.com, it's gonna pop right up at you. We make it really easy for you, so you don't have to search for it, you don't have to look for it. It goes right to you as soon as you go to the website, as well as the donation tab. Can I plug myself?
Of course.
The donation tab comes directly to you as well. You know, we are an independent media platform, Black owned, of course. So with that being said, we need to stay alive. So make sure you share and donate and continue to support, because really, the only way to Revive stays alive is based off your support and contribution. So donate. Revive is also a platform where we talk about so many different things, from relevant topics, current events, things that are trending as well, sports, politics, Philadelphia. We are definitely heavy in these Philadelphia streets as far as making sure that voices and stories are being told. Things are happening in the city every day, from inequality to social justice to reform. Well, we're hoping for more reform, but yeah, so things are happening in the city every day. So being able to be a part of it on a media aspect, the independent media aspect, gives us the ability to meet our community members where we are. Spark these conversations directly where we are, whether we're on the street, the Platte, in the car with Josh, you know what I mean? Being able to have these type of conversations. And that's the best part about Revive, because we pull up, we pop out, you know what I'm saying? Because everything we do is for you and about you.
The Revive is definitely alive.
And you did. WHYY 90.9 FM. Once again, giving this little black girl a dream. I am the youngest African American woman to ever be regularly scheduled on WHYY NPR PBS station here in the city of Philadelphia. I was able to accomplish that in September of 2020 at the age of 28 years old. So just
awesome. So
you know what I'm saying, and then be able to do that on the same platform as Sesame Street. You know what I mean? Like I grew up watching these stations, PBS. So to be able to say like, yo, I'm on the same station as Tiny Desk. I love Tiny Desk. I watch it all the time. So to be able to do that is amazing. But yes, when it comes down to Matter Nah, it was a series that came about during the George Floyd period. Rest in peace to George Floyd. Our city erupted. If you were in the city of Philadelphia or you were watching closely to just the social networks in general, you can see that the world erupted back in the time of April, late April, early May of 2020. And it was 8 minutes and 47 seconds that changed the entire world, you know what I mean? And everyone felt that. So when our city erupted, I had to go outside, I had to see what was going on, not to necessarily be a part of the madness, but to see what people really had to say, why were they there? So I was asking people like, yo, does this make you mad or not? Like, are you okay with the fact that, this is taking place in our communities and then also in our world, in our society?
So what's the consensus? Is Philly mad or not?
Oh my God, Philly's mad about a lot of things, but Philly is also a very diverse city. So, some people are just up in the air with things. They're just like, it is what it is. It's not really much that we can change until we change, our administration, or until we stop, the poverty for real, because, Philly is a very poor city. And even though it's a poor city, it's a very rich city all at the same time, with culture and people and ethnicities. Like, it has so much to offer, right? But at the same time, when it comes to that check, it is what it is. I wonder what they're doing over there. Right. But yeah, it looks like they're doing some training. Okay, we got some training going on. Police reform. That's what we were just talking about. They need to be doing some social work going on over there, making sure they get that mind right, that mental right. They don't need to be stronger. They need to be mentally stronger, so they can't use that phrase, I was afraid for my life. You feel me? You heard it first here. But nah, live with Josh. Yep. You know what I mean? Like, it pissed people off. So that reaction just gained the attention of like such as WHYY. Shout out to Flood, the drummer, Chris Norris. He reached out to me. He is a WHYY contributor. And he reached out to me and he was like, yo, we need this. We need this on right now. Can you make more of these? Can you go do this topic? And from there, it was a blessing. And it's been on ever since. And now they have another initiative that I'm a part of as well, which is a NICE program, which is bridging the gaps of independent media. We're coming together and they're collectively, collaborating. Well, building us to collaborate together as independent media to bridge more stories on a grassroots level for the city of Philadelphia. So shout out to WHYY. They're really doing a lot of big things for independent media as far as making sure that our stories are just as big as theirs or being told in general, and not personally us as the host or us as the journalists, but our stories as far as what we're producing as content.
Very dope.
Yeah, so that's a blessing though. That's like a huge blessing. And then I'm also on 98.5 every Friday here in the city of Philadelphia, 98.5 WJYN on your midday dials, 3 to 6 p.m. Revive Radio, quality over quantity. Get your music played right now. If you got any music right now, I'm talking if you're an independent artist, a signed artist, it doesn't matter. Send me an email, revive.poc@gmail.com. We'll make sure you get your music in this quality mix. Shout out to my guy DJ Reese, always on the ones and twos each and every Friday.
A continuous theme and quote that keeps coming up is greatness is a choice.
You feel
Let's
me?
hear it. What's it about? How is greatness a choice? What does that mean to you?
Greatness is a choice, yo. You have to literally make a decision. Like, you have to make a decision and go through with your decision so you don't have to make a choice. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes down to understanding that greatness is a choice, that's the only option, and you have to make that decision to decide that you are going to be great, you know? So when it came down to, me becoming an entrepreneur and going on this journey, it is a roller coaster. It's a ride. Some days you don't want to get up. Some days you don't want to do anything. Some days you're at the top. Some days you're at the bottom. So being able to understand that what's in front of me is nothing but greatness is the choice that I'm always going to make. So I made that decision first and foremost. And I'm going through with my decisions. You know what I mean? So everyone has the ability to be great. Everyone has the ability to be great. Everyone has to play their role. Everyone has to play their part. Everyone has to play their position. It's just like a body. You know what I mean? Like an arm can't function without a shoulder. A shoulder can't function without a neck. So everyone has the ability to be great. So just because I'm using my arms more, that don't mean I'm not using my neck. My neck is helping me and my arms to be great, if that makes sense.
Okay, yeah.
Dropping a little science.
When exactly did you start this journey of greatness? When did you just make that decision?
On April 1st, 1992. It's like, really it was a blessing. Really was a blessing being in the right place at the right time, going towards my dreams as far as when I first started out doing social media marketing. That was how I even got into the field of radio. I got an internship, coming out of college, and I was doing an internship at 900 AM WRD. And when I got the internship, I was there to actually do their social media, their marketing, to really hype the Wake Up with Word show that Solomon Jones was doing he's still doing currently, and that was my mentor at the time. So one day he literally was like, yo, I have a question, and I need a millennial perspective. It was like maybe 3 of us in the room that time. I feel like I did because I was that's crazy. Thursday I had the opportunity of speaking to the Philadelphia Leadership Council, and I was telling them this exact story, so deja vu moment. But yeah, so it was about 3 of us in the room that time, and he was just like, I have a question, sit down. And when I got to the mic, I just never got back up. I was like, this is what I want to do. Just the responses, the reactions, the call-ins, the back and forth, the engagement was just so thrill-seeking to me. And being able to be a part of that in an impactful influencer way was definitely something I wanted to get to,
So did you always kind of have a knack for educating people and learning about like the community and being involved in that way, or that was something that came after you sort of stepped behind the mic and were like, okay, now I got a platform?
Yes, that was birthed with Revive. Honestly, truly. Yes, I've always done things. Shout out to my sister. You know, she started her own business prior to me, College Bound Entertainment. So when I was still in college, she had her own business, and College Bound Entertainment. We went to different colleges and we put on for different artists, but we did it in a art education kind of way. I was trying to break down her acronym, but I'm not gonna play it like that. But it was like an art education type of way. So that's really how I got my feet wet, as far as like being around other people, like knowing the ins and out of like what's going on, like what's happening. So from there, it really didn't like truly come about, but it was just like, I know I can be comfortable in these spaces and in these places.
Let's break down the name Proof of Consciousness a little bit.
Dope.
Is it like a message saying like that there is proof that there still is consciousness, that there still are woke people, or sort of what's the meaning behind it?
The crazy part is that's what the person was saying when he said it, right? So I was in a conversation such as this one, and I'm, you know, doing me, I'm just talking my talk, and a person in the crowd response was like, yeah, that's proof of consciousness right there, like that's proof of consciousness. And when he said that, I was like, yeah, that is proof of consciousness, and I ran with it. So then I looked up the word consciousness, and the word consciousness, the word revive popped up, because the word revive means to restore life, health, and consciousness. So it was just boom from there. Like I already knew it was time for me to revive the people, it was time for me to revive the airways, it's time for me to talk my you know. So that's how it all came out. So like I said, that's what he meant when he said it, and I just ran with it, and I felt it. I felt the energy, I felt the organicness, I felt like I'm taking on that I'm going to embody that phrase, I should say. I'm going to embody that statement as far as being proof of consciousness, you know. And I get a lot of like, oh, what does that mean, or how do you feel about, you know, consciousness in general, a lot of questions. But I feel like that's the best part, because it starts conversation, and that's what Revive is. You know what I'm saying? It starts the conversation, so my name flows with it. You know, it is what it is. So I'm embracing everything. I'm embodying it all.
Dope.
Start the conversation. I'm gonna meet you where you are. You can meet where we are. Let's record this. Let's get the people to know what your story is. Let's get the people to feel out how conscious you are. You know what I'm saying? Let's even throw in a topic. You know, what do you think about this when it comes to consciousness? So being able to be physically aware, it's a dope.
And then one more time, where can everybody find you at?
Revive is alive. Yep. You already know what time it is. It's your girl P.O.C. Turn your radios up. Spread the word, spread the message, man. Monday through Friday, 365, 24/7, AM to the PM. Click that big play button, man, right there. As soon as you get to the website, you're going to hear your girl P.O.C. live on air. Don't forget, you can support Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Revive_P.O.C. That's the place where you need to be. So definitely tell a friend and tell a friend. Man, don't forget, you can subscribe to the YouTube channel so you can see all our playbacks, pre-recorded episodes, red carpet highlights, all of those good things on our YouTube channel. Subscribe to our newsletter so you can stay locked with everything we got going on here at Revive Radio. That's the easiest way to make sure that your calendar is booked, just like me, your girl P.O.C. And then when it comes down to supporting, donate to help keep Revive alive for the next 365 days. We got the Revive 365 campaign going. As soon as you get to the website, the newsletter and the donation tab is going to come simultaneously, like bow. You already know what time it is. Radio's up.
Call Talk with Josh Miller. That's a smart choice.